corner, make your way up by the fence, and he's going to come and do our Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay, guys. How about you kids want to come down here and help us? We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. I challenge each and every one of you to not, when you see a Little Rock police officer or one of these guys that are serving us, shake their hand and thank them for their service that they do. All right. You guys help me now. Help me say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight and praise you and thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for our great country that we have, that we live so free. But we don't live free without a cost, Lord. We know that our military and all our service people, they serve us and they protect us. And we thank you for them, and we pray you'll be with them. There's a special time right now in our country, Lord, that is troubling us, and we pray, Lord, dear God, that you'll just help us to work through all this. And we ask, Lord Jesus, that you'll be with each and every person that has been suffering from the storms that have been crossing the country. And we know that California is suffering right now from the wildfires and all the different storms that have happened, the hurricanes in every way. Lord, we pray you'll be with those people and help them to recover. We are the greatest country in the world, and we pray you'll be with them, be with us in a special way. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Ricky. Now, our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose the skies and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets went glare, spellbound bursting in air, came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, take us our star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the first of 3 races here for the World of Thunder Racing League, and it is time for the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways Super Late Models. Tonight, we are here at the Eldora Speedway for round number 3 of season number 8. Brett Wheeler in the booth with you for tonight's coverage, and we hope that you enjoy the show. And of course, you've been living under a rock for the past 3 hours. Our hearts and condolences go out to the family and friends of the late, great Kobe Bryant. Heat race number 1, cars on track right now. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole tonight in car number 14, it's JD Brown on his outside in car 77, Robert Fletcher. Second row inside, the 09 of Tanner Tomasi on his outside, the 712 of Greg Sager, position 4. Position 5, good with the 999 of Dylan Fox and Eric Scarf in car 29 will start position 6. Sean Timmerman will start position 7. Shad Prescott lines up in the 8th position. 9th starting position is going to be Benjamin Nading. Zach McSwain lines up out of position 10. We go back to the final row. Joe Nitro out of position 11. And Daniel Cummings Jr., he will line up out of position number 12. Heat 1 of 4 here tonight. Now, there was going to be a change in the way things proceed around here with the World of Thunder. Of course, we are going back to qualifying as of next week. We were going to be doing it this week, but not the case. So, green flag is going to fly for the first time here at the Eldora Speedway. The Hub Sim Racing giveaways. Heat race number 1 is underway. Keeping an eye on the 999 right now. Dylan Fox as he looks to make his way into position number 3. Up on the inside of Tanner Tomasi there in the 09 machine. But your leader is going to be Robert Fletcher down into 1 and 2. Fletcher's got a good lead. He's got the lead, I should say, over Brown in that 2nd position. Fox riding in the 3rd spot at the moment. But Brown back on the inside right now on Fletcher. Can Fletcher hold on down into 1 and 2? Yes, he can for the moment, but here comes Brown back to the inside, and Tomasi up on the inside there. Dylan Fox, so 2 by 2 as they race down into turn number 3 and 4. 3 in the books, 9 to run, 12 lap heat races here at Eldora. And here comes Fox, and Tomasi sneaking up on the inside if you don't mind. And now Benjamin Nading, so 5 cars trying to fight it out for the top 3 transfer positions. Nading and Tomasi come together. And now that's going to bring in the 24 of Daniel Cummings Jr. from the back of the field. But now your top 3, Fletcher, Brown and Fox. Here comes Tomasi. Slide job on Nading again. Nading crosses underneath. There is 4th and 5th cars on screen at the moment. Just in front of the 21 of the 09 is the guy that holds on to the final transfer position. Dylan Fox now going upstairs into turn number 1 and 2. I feel like it's been a while since I've been here at the virtual Eldora Speedway. Now Fox on the inside on Brown. Can he make the pass into 1 and 2? He's got the middle groove working, Fox, but Brown back to the outside. Fletcher continues to lead down into 3 and 4. Brown upstairs, Fox and Fletcher through the middle of the racetrack. Nading slider line, 3 wide. So they went down into 1 and 2. Cummings up on the inside, put the slider on Tomasi. Oh no, car around. And I believe that's going to be Sean Timmerman. Is that car that was facing the wrong way. 2/3 of heat race number 1 complete. And what a battle between our top 3 right now. Fletcher, Brown and Fox. Fox trying to get the race win. Brown continues to work the outside of the speedway into turn number 1 and 2. 3 to run this time by. Fox has got a good view of this battle up front, this side-by-side battle. Fletcher, can he hang on? Can he hang on to the number 1 position? A couple of circuits remaining. And JD Brown now to the race leader. Now that opens up the top side for Dylan Fox as Brown tries to run the middle into turns 1 and 2. He's on the edge of the cushion. Right up next to the wall on the exit of turn number 2, up all the way up top in turns 3 and 4. He makes a mistake and Dylan Fox goes on by. The opportunity came for the 999 and he took it with open arms. And Dylan Fox with 2 turns to run into turns 3 and 4. Fletcher, Daniel Cummings Jr. coming after Brown out of turn number 4. It's a drag race to the finish line. Dylan Fox gets the win ahead of Robert Fletcher. 3rd at the line is going to be Daniel Cummings Jr. by 0.015 of a second, 15 one-thousandths of a second. And Daniel Cummings Jr. from the back to position number 3. And again, some heavy hitters once again, and some heavy hitters coming from the back in the next heat race. Let's take a look at your Ultimatedirttv starting grid for heat race number 2. On pole, heat race number 2 in car number 12, it's Ben Kudermarsh. Huey Quill in car number 4 will start position 2. The 7 of Hayden Cowell, after losing $1,000 last night, will start position number 3. Position 4 is going to be the 9 of Tyler Ducharme. Inside 3rd row, position 5, car 40 of Jimmy Mars. Dylan Hauser, the 2 car, will start position number 6. Runner-up last night in the Chili Bowl in car number 80 at a position 7. That's Dylan Wilson. Jordan Casey in the 42 car will start position number 8. A driver that has failed to make a feature race this season. He is the defending World of Thunder Racing League Super Late Model Champion of the 127 for Swindell Speed Lab. Blake Majulis starts position number 9. He starts up alongside a former World of Thunder Super Late Model Champion as well. Aaron Kitchen, car 17 at a position number 10. Randall Carter makes his appearance or debut for the first time in 2020 in car 37 at a position 11. And Evan C. car number 33 at a position number 12. Just got to look at drivers from pretty much 6 on back. Hauser, Wilson, Casey, Majulis, Kitchen, Carter, and C. This is gonna be juicy. Kudamas gets on the gas. We are underway in heat race number 2. Ducharme up on the inside now. Kudamas looks for second. Here comes Hauser as well up on the inside of the 4 machine of Huey Quillen. Kitchen, Mars, Carter, C. All at the back. Majulis and Wilson in 7th and 8th position right now. 5 cars on screen at the moment. Second all the way through to position number 6. Jordan Casey in that number 42 machine, sitting in 6th position. Thank you very much for that sub. My sim race video. Appreciate the support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We've got one car around that might be Jimmy Mars out in fact, it might even be Dylan Wilson in car number 80. As Ducharme and Hauser now move into 2nd and 3rd. As Kudamas gets into the side there of Quillen. But the 2 team cars for Slick Sim Sports, Hauser and Ducharme. Nearly racing side by side down into turn number 3 and 4. 4 laps in, 8 to run. Kitchen going back to pit road. Casey on screen with Evan C in front of them. Blake Majulis in the 127. This is a format that he's struggled with. And just for the simple fact that, well, he has not had the luck of the draw when it comes to the randomized grids. He's had to start at the back of all of his heat races so far, including this one. I mean, this is the furthest that he started up, and it was, what, a 9th starting position. So Blake Majulis, again, he's having to really earn and try and defend that title. But you would think that, you know, not making the main event 2 weeks in a row as he gets into the wall, that title is going to be very difficult to defend. Couple of iRacing World of Outlaws late model Morton Buildings pro drivers. Evan C and Blake Majulis. Of course, Evan C picked up a win in that series, but it was more importantly Blake Majulis who in fact got the championship win and also picked himself up $10,000 on the line and happened to get a run in a late model over at the World Finals in Charlotte, North Carolina just a couple of months ago. Right now, see nearly tagging the back of Majulis. Now here comes Casey up on the inside. Casey, in fact, struggling here as there goes Carter on by in the 37 machine. Majulis is up to 5th right now, so he's still got a fair bit of work to do in the B mains, but if he can at least finish 4th, he'll at least start on pole position. White flag is out this time by field leader in the 7 machine. Dylan Hauser, a nice job in 2nd position. Just taps the wall in turns 1 and 2 and will straighten that car up, drive down the racetrack just a little bit. But all the way through turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Your winner in car number 7, not going to lose $1,000 tonight. Oh no, Blake Majulis! You see it there, just to the left of the screen. There is your top 3 car. Well, Dylan Hauser 2nd, Tyler Ducharme 3rd, Evan C 4th, Ben Kudamarsh in 5th, and Blake Majulis will get credited with an 8th place finish. Boy, oh boy, again, it was all going so well for the driver of the 127 machine. And surely he has to be frustrated at this point. Heat race number 3 of 4. Cars making their way onto pit road there on the entry into turn number 1 on the inside of the racetrack. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, heat race number 3 in car number 15, Tanner Folds. On the outside of your front row in car 28, it's Ryan Flatten. Scott Schroyer will start position 3. The high side hustler of Nick Cooper out of position number 4. Position number 5, it's going to be Jim Emery and Steve Speece will start position number 6. Mitch Stiles lines up out of position 7. Gavin Jordan out of position number 8. Position number 9, it's going to be Kenneth Payne and William Duval will start position number 10. Cody Turchi starts position 11. James Grace out of position number 12. Starting in the back is rough. Daniel, yeah, I would agree with you there. Very tough with this tough field as well. Kyle, you know what? All but tired, but I'm all right. Doing okay. Glad to be back here at the Eldora Speedway. The Hub Sim Racing giveaways super late model portion of that here for the World of Thunder Racing League, presented by DirtFan.com. As the green flag flies here, heat race number 3. We'll see who is going to get the jump. It's going to be Tanner Folds in the 15 machine. As here comes Flatten now down low through turns 1. He's going to slide up 3 wide now for second, third, and fourth. Nearly almost going 4 wide there on the exit of turn number 4. Emery up in the 4 machine. Oh, don't mind that. Don't mind those colours either. Just quietly. Flatten your race leader from Jim Emery in second. Third is Tanner Folds and a gaggle of cars right behind him. Schroyer in the 57. Stiles up on the inside. Stiles are going to make the slide job past 2 for the price of 1. And now in comes that number 14 machine. That'll be Nick Cooper. Right on the iRacing.com, number 14. Oh, look out, look out. Stiles and Folds come together. And they all keep it off each other. They do a nice job. And there's some chromies out there tonight here in this heat race. And we'll keep an eye on some of those cars. You can just see the reflections starting to come off those cars as we watch Tanner Folds. And in fact, it's not Tanner Folds. I apologise, Tanner. That was Gavin Jordan in the 11 machine. There's Flatten on screen right now. 5 down, 7 to run. The flat out performance number 15 machine. Driving away from the field. Top 3, Flatten, Jim Emery, and Stiles. Then you go back to Cooper in 4th. James Grace rounds out the top 5 after starting position number 12. So James Grace in the 269. He's showing some good form here in the early goings of this heat race. In fact, already just completed half race distances. Now we're going to go past that half race distance. 7 down, 5 to run. Stiles trying to get by Jim Emery. Stiles there in that 54 machine. Cooper back there in 4th again. Cooper will start on the front row of one of the B mains if he does finish in 4th position. Three to run that time by for your leader, Ryan Flatten, nearly out at a 2-second advantage over Jim Emery. Then you go back to a couple of tenths of a second, back to Mitch Stiles, and just shy of 4/10 of a second. But look at Cooper to the inside. They make contact there on the exit of turn number 4, and Cooper now has the 3rd position. But Stiles, he fights back in the middle of the racetrack. Cooper right now got that 3rd and final transfer position. And he wants to make it his. He wants to start tonight's main event and not have to go through the B mains. The white flag flies for your leader, Ryan Flatten, into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag at the ready. Ryan Flatten victorious, heat number 1. 2nd goes to Jim Emery. 3rd going to be Nick Cooper. Mitch Stiles in 4th. James Grace in 5th. 6th is going to be Kenneth Payne, Tanner Folds. Ahead of Cody Turchi, Duval, Spieth, Schroyer, and Gavin Jordan. Your 12 cars there for heat number 3. And that was our penultimate heat race of the night. One more final heat race coming up. Heat race number 4 of the Hub Sim Racing giveaways presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. If you haven't done so already, head over to the Facebook page, just give them a like and a follow, or you can keep up to date on their websites, of course, DirtFan.com or WOTRL.com. Your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid will look like this. And starting on pole for the 4th and final heat race of the night in caliber 5, it's Dalton Coyden on his outside. A UMP winner last night, J Place. Blake Brown in car 74 will start position 3. Stephen Calavoda, car 32, out of position 4. Dustin Hall will line up at a position number 5. Daniel Passmore, position 6. Jacob Fields, the 007, will start position 7. Cody Shands will start position number 8. Position number 9, it's going to be Shane James. Brent Fair starts position 10. Devin Thompson out of position 11. And Garrett Nibrigi will start position number 12. 48 cars took to the racetrack for heat racing action. After this, in about 1 hour, about 90 minutes time, the server goes up for the fixed UMP modified series. We travel to the sprint car capital of the world. The Knoxville Raceway will take host to round number 3, and then we are going to make the trip out to North Carolina for the dirt track at Charlotte for the 410 Wing sprint cars at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Green flag is out. We are underway in heat race number 4. 12 laps is the distance around the Eldora Speedway. Cloyd getting a little tight now. In comes Blake Brown in the 74B machine, looking for the race lead. Brown will have the race lead. Now Jay Blaze coming after Cloyd. Cloyd cops a double slide job. Brown and Jay Blaze put the moves there on the 30 machine. Oh, Jay Place getting tight right now, and in comes the 27 of Stephen Calavoda. Let's see if Mr. Dank can have a lot better luck than what he's had over the past couple of weeks. Calavoda in 3rd position right now, but coming after him on the bottom side of the racetrack, Shane James 3 wide for the final transfer position. In fact, the final 2 transfer spots. Oh, Place and Cloyd, they nearly come together. James goes on by. James moves into 2nd. Now Jay Place looking for 3rd. We'll have it. Calavoda falls back to 4th, but Calavoda trying to get a run on the 16 machine down into 1 and 2. Trying to keep that super late model of the 27 straight as possible. Place sliding up to the cushion towards the exit of turn number 4, and they both go to the middle of the racetrack. James stays down low now on the exit of turn number 2. He's been by far the quickest car on the circuit in this heat race. He is really starting to motor along in the number 3 machine for HRE Motorsports. A 10th quicker on the previous lap. He's got half a 10th quicker lap time than anybody else in this field. And Blake Brown, sir, you've got company. Brown just keeping that right rear fender panel off that wall. That's where James has made the mistake the last couple of laps. But I tell you what, he's back to the bottom side, and now it's a 1/4 of a second. It was nearly 4/10. That was a 10th quicker on that previous lap. Place in 3rd, Calavoda 4th. Again, a front row starting position up for grabs in the B mains for Calavoda if he holds on to 4th position. James trying to go upstairs this time. 3 to run for your leader, Blake Brown, in the 74B car for Capron Screen Printing, VLR and iRacing iFlag. 1.5 to go for Brown. James starting to close in once again on the bottom side of the racetrack. 1 lap to run. I don't think this lap car is going to play too much havoc in the outcome of this one. It is Brent Fair, as there goes Brown to the low side. Fair stays low. James has gone to the top shelf out of turn 4. A cut down from the top to the bottom. Blake Brown victorious here in heat number 4. Shane James in second. Jay Place in third. Stephen Calavoda grabs 4th. Passmore 5th. Garrett Niebregi in position number 6. Hall, Jacob Fields, Devon Thompson. Brent Fair rounds out the top 10. Dalton Cloyd and Cody Shands. So that was 3 heat races completed. It is now time for our first B main of the night here at the Eldora Speedway for the Hub Sim Racing Giveaway Super Late Models. Round number 3, presented by World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. "12 laps is going to be the distance, first of 2 B mains. And the top 6 from each B main will go through to a 24 car field. Starting on pole in car number 14, it's JD Brown on position number 2, and he's outside the 54 of Mitch Stiles. Tanner Tabassi will line up at a position 3. James Grace will line up at a position number 4. Your 5th starter in car 25, it's Zach McSwain. Kenneth Payne will start position 6. Benjamin Nading will start position 7. Your 8th starter, it's going to be Tanner Folds. Your 9th starter will be Greg Sager, and Cody Turchi will start position number 10. Position 11 is going to be Shad Prescott. William Duval at a position 12. Sean Timmerman will start position 13. Steve Speece will start 14th. Joe Nitro and Scott Schroyer. Then we go back to Eric Scalf and Gavin Jordan. Now we can say Sean Timmerman, Joe Nitro. Those 2 drivers didn't grid. So 16 cars on the racetrack. 6 go through. 10 park it on the trailer. You're done for the super late model portion of the night. Set for green flag action in B main number 1. We're underway. Brown gets a good jump on the rest of the field, and rightfully he can do so, as he was being able to dictate the start of the race by starting on pole position. Already we've got a quick yellow out onto the circuit, and we've got the 28 of Steve Speece, I believe that is. Let's take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay, and we get to see the incident here with the number 28 machine. That's exactly what happened. In fact, Sager gets into the 32 of Duval, and Speece comes in, and really nowhere to go on that exchange. Car spinning in front of him, but unfortunately for the 46, that's him completed. In fact, in kind of a 28 that is. So back live from the virtual Eldora Speedway. Hopefully lights out on the pace truck this time by. With 4 down, 8 to run. B main number 1. Just the 2 B mains for tonight. Back underway, B main number 1, Tanner Tomas in the white and blue number 09 machine. Just got a badass run through 1 and 2. And this track, although you see a lot of slick grooves here, all the way around, there's still a line up top, there's still a line down low. Tomasi trying to get by the 54 of Styles. Styles down low through 3 and 4. Hold on to position 3. 4th is Tomasi. Then 5th position. Nading in the 21 machine. Kenneth Payne in 5th. Sorry. Nading in 6th. And oh, there goes Prescott up on the inside. He made contact there with Nading. Nading comes up the racetrack. Greg Sager upside down. Yellow about to come out. And we're about to have a green-white checker situation to finish this one off, but man oh man, very ballsy move there from Prescott up on the inside of Nading there, shot Nading up the racetrack. Of course, while we've got this sort of yellow flag period right now as the field assembles behind the iRacing.com pace track, of course I want to give a shout out to, of course, the Hub Sim Racing giveaways for their support and partnership with the World of Thunder iRacing League. You can check them out on Facebook. Just want to give a shout out to dirtfan.com as well for their continued support over the past couple of seasons. We certainly appreciate it. We are streaming live to their Facebook page, and again from Steve at World of Thunder, and of course myself here at Ultimatedirttv. Thank you so very much for allowing us to be part of the Dirt family. And of course a big shout out to, of course, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, and of course World of Thunder iRacing League. UMP's up at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. 9 Central and 10 Eastern is going to be the 410 wing sprint cars tomorrow night. There'll also be the truck series on dirt. Field assembling into rows of 2 by 2 once again. Top 6 will make the main event from 7th on back. Parking in your trailer, stand on top of your trailer, come into the grandstand, sign some autographs. You're done for the super late model portion of the night. We're back underway into turn number 1 and 2. Thank you very much, Ticker, for taking so long to go back to green as the 2 car of Payne around the outside of Styles. Scalp in the back of Styles, and look at Prescott just making a name for himself on the top side of the racetrack. He is hauling ass right now. Oh, checks up there for Payne, and Styles gets up on the inside. They go 3 wide. Your lead cars. Who's going to get it? Brown will get the win ahead of McSwain. In second. Third is going to go to Kenneth Payne. Mitch Styles, in fact, will grab third. Chad Prescott 4th. Kenneth Payne 5th. Eric Scalp comes home in 6th in a close finish over Tomasi, Grace, Jordan, and Spieth. Your top 10. Then, of course, we take a look at Nading, Schreier, Turchi, Folds, Sager, Duval. The 16 cars in B main number 1. So hopefully the show continues to roll on fairly quickly. We've got B main number 2 cars taken to the racetrack right now, taken to pit road with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, it's going to be Evan C. On the outside of the front row, Stephen Calaboda. Position 3, Ben Kudamarsh out of position number 4, Daniel Passmore. Position 5, Huey Quillen. Garrett Nieburzy starts position 6. Randall Carter starting position 7. 8th, Dustin Hall. Position 9, Jordan Casey. Jacob Fields out of position 10. Blake Majulis out of position 11. Devin Thompson out of position number 12. Position number 13, Jimmy Mars and Brent Fair out of position 14th. 15th is going to be Aaron Kitchen, Dalton Cloyd at a position 16th. Then we go back to Dylan Wilson at a position 17 and Cody Shands at a position 18th. I can tell you, 3 cars from the 18 starters, or the 18 cars, didn't grid, so 15 cars on the racetrack. Blake Majulis has called it quits. Jimmy Mars called it quits, and Cody Shands has also called it quits as well. So the driver's getting the 1 and the green signal right now. And just want to give a shout out to that sub on YouTube just before. Let me go back and grab that and find out who that was. My Sim Race Videos. Thank you very much for the subscription on YouTube. Doesn't cost a thing, so we hope you're enjoying the coverage. Of course, don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/UltimateDirttv. Hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything. If you want to come back and watch it on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. As we are underway in our second B main. Tom and Ray, thank you very much for those shares. Appreciate it. Evan C leading lap number 1. Calavoda in second. Passmore third. Nebrigi, Quill in fourth, and fifth. Carter in sixth. But again, look at 3 cars, nearly 3 wide now. 3 wide down into turns 3 and 4. 4 wide now, if you don't mind. Hello, ring-a-ding-ding. Carter through the middle in the black, white and blue number 37 machine on screen. In front of him, Quillen and Nebrigi. They race side by side for positions number 4 and 5. Nebrigi, Carter working 3/4 of the way up the racetrack, trying to get a run on the cushion, like you see the 42 of Jordan Casey doing right now. And here he comes in the D1RT number 40 machine. Make this a 6-car battle. And this is the drivers from 2nd all the way through to 7th. And you need to be into the top 6 to make the show. Quillen might just be the unfortunate party here that will miss out, because Jordan Casey, he's starting to get a move on the top side of the circuit. 6 down, 6 to run in the final B main of the night. Here he comes, Casey now on the outside of Passmore into turns 3. Out of turn 4, he will look to get by Calavoda as well, but can't complete the move. And I gotta say, look at Carter and Nebrigi. You swear Nebrigi has got the tow rope out and he's just hooked it to the front of the 37. And these drivers have just driven away from that what was a 6-car pack. Calavoda, can he hang on to a top 6 position? He's just been passed by Casey. Casey now moves into 4th, and 5th is Stephen Calavoda. How about Carter and Nebrigi continuing to trade sliders, and they are raging war at the moment. Casey trying to get a run with just 2 to go as Calavoda slips back to position number 6. And do not look now, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm Calavoda or Passmore, I wouldn't want to be looking in the relative right now as the drivers get the 1 white flag. And here comes Dylan Wilson. Slide job on Calavoda. Calavoda turns it back underneath him down into turn number 3. Your winner, Evan C. 2nd, Carter. 3rd, Nebrigi. 4th, oh boy! Casey will grab 4th. 5th is going to go to Passmore. And 6th is going to be Dylan Wilson by 6/1000th of a second. Stephen Calavoda misses out. Oh, that was superb racing. here at the Eldora Speedway. And it's time to do our redraw right now. And I guess we'll find out how many we got. Is it going to be 4 or 8? Stephen?
Yes, 4.
4, ready to go.
All right, card number 999, Dylan Fox.
Let me just turn that down and let me do that. He starts position 3.
Card number 7, Hayden Cardwell.
Position 4.
Card number 15, Ryan Flatten.
Position 2.
Card number 74B, Blake Brown.
Pole position.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good luck. All right, there we go. Your redraw. Just trying to think who won the first one. Dylan Fox. He starts 3rd. Cowboy starts 4th. Flatten will start 2nd. And Blake Brown will start on pole. We'll take a quick break and come back on the other side of this. You're watching the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. Super late models presented by World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com here at the Eldora Speedway.
My name is Stephen Corpenos. I'm a senior web developer here at iRacing and I work on the beta UI. It's funny because iRacing has been around for 10 years, but we want to keep delivering the best possible user experience to our customers, and we've found that the old UI isn't exactly what we're trying to deliver in 2018. We want to use new features and provide the best possible experience when using the sim. One of the projects that I've been working on is some custom heat racing configuration for hosted races. We've been listening to our customers. Everyone's been asking for custom heat races. Maybe you want to tweak a few things with the preset iRacing configurations. Well, now you can using the beta UI. So once you're at the home page of the beta UI, you just go to create a race. And from there you go to your set race options. And you'll notice here under event types, you can actually choose heat racing. First, I'm going to show you how to create a new format from scratch. You can choose the number of entrants. And as you can see, when I made that change, the change was actually reflected on the right side in the graph. Also, you can use the estimated duration at the bottom of the graph when you're changing the length to see what the total duration of your event will be. In addition, you can customize every aspect of the session information, practice, qualifying, heat races, consolations, and of course, the final feature race. Because the beta UI allows us to develop features that are robust and complex, this feature will be exclusively available on the beta UI. Once you've made all of the changes, you can hit save. Say you forgot what you selected. You can always
Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to UltimatedirttV's coverage of the Hub Sim Racing giveaways 50 lap A main event presented by World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com. Let's take a look at your Ultimatedirttv starting grid for your 24 starters. First 4 positions are going to be jumbled up just due to the fact because of the redraw. We can tell you the 999 of Dylan Fox starts position 3. Car 7, Hayden Cardwell, after losing $1,000 last night, will start position 4. Ryan Flatten will start position number 2. Blake Brown will start on pole. Position 5, it's going to be Robert Fletcher, Dylan Hauser out of P6, Jim Emery out of 7th, Shane James out of position number 8. Position number 9 is going to be Daniel Cummings Jr. and Tyler Ducharme out of position 10. Nick Cooper out of 11th and Jay Place out of position 12. 13th is going to be JD Brown of C, position 14th. Zach McSwain 15th. Randall Carter 16th. 17th is going to be Mitch Stiles and Garrett Inebrigi out of position number 18th. 19th, Shad Prescott, Jordan Casey out of position 20. 21st, Kenneth Payne, Daniel Passmore 22nd. Eric Scalf 23rd. And Dylan Wilson, position number 24. So something special for these drivers tonight as they pay respects and they pay tribute to the late Kobe Bryant Again, if you've been living under a rock for the past 4 hours and you haven't heard the tragic news, I suggest you get on social media and all the news outlets and take a good old Captain Cook. Hey, unlucky Califater. At least you didn't get ran over tonight. You had a clean race and 6 1,000ths of a second you were short by. So right now these drivers are going to get into their correct positions. They're in those correct positions right now, and what these drivers are going to do next time by into turn number 1, they're going to get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. A 4 wide salute. However, they are going to do the missing man formation. And again, in honour and memory of Kobe Bryant and the other people involved in that horrific incident. I'll just bring it up on screen right now. Again, you see the drivers in the missing man formation out of turn number 4. Just a simple show of respect for not only Kobe but also the people involved in this horrific incident. Thank you so very much, guys, for... And again, a lot of the drivers wanted to do this here tonight. They break away from the formation. And now they will get back into rows of 2 by 2. 24 starters, 50 laps on the board for tonight's main event. Who will take out round number 3? Let's find out. Not this time, but the following time by, we are set to go green flag racing. Let's see who your picks are. Let's get some comments in chat. Who do you think is going to victory lane here at the Eldora Speedway tonight? Again, thank you very much for the likes coming through on the stream. Thank you very much for the shares and, of course, the follows. And, of course, those subs on YouTube. Appreciate them. Oh, hello, DJ. What's going on, Chief? Alright, it's time to get after it, guys. The Hub Sim Racing giveaway 50 lap main event presented by World of Thunder and DirtFan.com. Your A main is green here at Eldora. And Blake Brown going to slide to the top shelf into turn number 1 and 2. But here comes Flatten right back through the middle now. Looking to slide up in front of Brown, but he stays 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. And Ryan Flatten will lead lap number 1 of 50. Brown in second. Go back and look at Deschamps battling it out right now, side by side with the 3 of Shane James. Cummings Jr. through the middle on Jim Emery and Jay Place. Emery on the inside, Place on the outside. Evan C. trying to make his way forward as well. So this is a very, very stacked field here tonight. I think Hauser's starting to come after the top 3 right now in that number 2 machine. Meanwhile, Blake Brown falls back to position number 3. Hauser back there in position 4 right now. The Slick Sim Sports iRacing iFlag down in the graphic. Number 2. Brown makes a mistake, and there goes Hauser. Slides 1. That's the 74 of Brown. So move Dylan Hauser to position number 3. Ducharme in position 5. So Slick Sim Sports fielding 2 cars. And they're both, oh no, James Evans, see, they keep it going. Oh, you little ripper boys. Well done to all the drivers involved in that one. And again, that just comes back down to a simple show of respect between a lot of these drivers. They all want to get as many green flag laps in the books as they can. And look at Dylan Wilson in that number 80 machine. He is stuck in a 3 and 4 car battle right now. Mate, look at him. There's about 6 cars, maybe 7 right now. And Wilson's coming right through the middle of him in the number 80 machine. Up to position 15th. He's picked up 9 positions already in just 8 completed laps. Ran second last night in the Ascors Chili Bowl main event behind James Edens. James riding in third, in the number 3 machine, riding in 12th position. Carter in 11th, and Nick Cooper. He sits on the cusp of a top 10, right in position number 10. Fletcher in the 77, that's the all black piss on it machine. We come back up towards the front of the field, as it's still Flatten continuing to lead the way. On screen right now, the 2 of Dylan Hauser and Blake Brown in second position. Sorry, 4th position, excuse me. Dylan Fox already back on pit road after just 2, maybe 3 laps completed. So not the knot that he would have liked, but again, we'll come back through the rest of the field. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Uh-oh, Daniel Cummings Jr. upside down. Let's take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. How about this for some action? I gotta admit, this is pretty cool. Cummings right there, just got into the wall. Now look at this, they're one wide, 4 wide, right there on the exit. And cars just coming together there, you see. Wilson's got the wheels turned all the way left. Unfortunately, Jim Emery come through. Nowhere to go for the number 4 machine. And unfortunately, for Daniel Cummings Jr., he ends up on his roof. And that will take him out of tonight's main event after just what is going to be now probably 13 laps completed. So 35 laps still to run. The 15 of Ryan Flatten. He will have choice on when to jump back on that right pedal and get back on the gas and bring this field back to green flag conditions. The green flag drops, the BS stops, or we'd like to think so. As now Flatten now starting to be challenged here by the 7. As Flatten will continue to lead that one. He's going to slide back to the top shelf. We'll take a look at Hauser being pressured here by Ducharme on the inside. And Blake Brown all over the back of him now. Here comes Brown in the 14 machine. Ducharme on screen at the moment. You see Blake Brown to his outside. J Place not too far away from that number 9 machine. Hauser getting a good run on Flatten. Flatten falls back to position number 2. And here comes Hauser, just taps the wall just a little bit, comes back down the racetrack. Up on the inside, side by side, slide job by Hauser. Hauser into second. Can he hold on to it? Because here comes Flatten back at him now. Down into 1 and 2. Yes, he does. Flatten back to second, but again, for how long? Drag racing down your back straight away. Into 3 and 4. 30 laps to run. Flatten and Hauser putting on an absolute bull ring. A bolter of a race. This is what you pay your money for, ladies and gentlemen. Although you're not paying for this. A fantastic showing and oh no! Massive, massive wreck. The 77 of Robert Fletcher. And we'll take a look right now at your wicked cushion instant replay. And let's take a look at what happened. I think it was Jay Place and Fletcher coming together. Fletcher, I think Place just come off the wall there. Shot the car down the racetrack and they both went hard into the wall. Jay Place, in fact, going for a huge ride there. And that has pretty much ended his night, along with a few other drivers as well. Carter getting involved in that one. McSwain, Casey, Cooper. That's a tough gig. Back to live video feeds here from the virtual Eldora Speedway. Again, this field doubling up into rows of 2 by 2. Hauser's got a good opportunity right now. Halfway home this time by 25. Okay, now you're going to see 30 of 25 on the top left. But those first 5 laps were for the 4 wide salute. So we take that off the 55 that we see on the screen. So 25 down, 25 to run. Again, halfway home. Pace truck to the infield. Your leader getting on the gas. And, well, good start there. Good restart there by Ryan Flatten. Flatten and Hauser continue to go back to trading slide jobs as Hauser fends off a charge from Flatten. Evan C nearly up into the top 5 right now in the 33 machine. He picked up the win of the B main. It started 14th, I think it was. And look behind him, look who is with him, the 80. And from position 24 in caliber 80, Dylan Wilson in what is the 7/8th position right now. Keeps going backwards and forwards between himself and the 14 car up on the inside. Duchamp continues to ride the bottom of the speedway all around this big half a mile of a racetrack. Brown into the side of Flatten. We're about to go yellow. The 2 cars are do-si-do and oh no, Brown upside down. Well, we've seen that one happen live. No need for a wicked cushion instant replay. We are going to take a quick break. We're just going to go do something real quickly. Alright, we're back. We are back, baby. We are back. So keep an eye on a couple of drivers in the second and third row. Wilson now moves into position 3. Evan C falls back to position 6. Both drivers had to run the B mains. Ducharme trying to get a run now. On the inside of Wilson. Ducharme down low, and Ducharme, I'll give him credit, he is stuck to the bottom of the raceway. Pretty much the entire 50, well, what is now 35 laps. Hauser coming after your leader into 3. He smacks the wall, tries to turn underneath. Now, slide job by Hauser for the lead. Gets into the wall. He's got the run on the top side, but the crossover from Cardwell, it was just a little bit better. Evan C moves back into the top 5, back into position number 4, and tucked in behind the ATD of Dylan Wilson. Big time slider once again from Hauser. He gets the wall again. He's trying to pull this one off. He's trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat. He has still got 13. It'll be 12 to run this time by. Oh, look out. There was contact there from Hauser into the side of Cardwell. And now here comes Dylan Wilson, looking for the race lead. Slide job. Oh boy, contact Hauser around. Evan C to the race lead. And the yellow flag flies. Evan C, your new race leader. From 14th to the lead. And you really do hate to see it for Dylan Hauser. That was what looked hard racing. Dylan Hauser still circulating on the racetrack, I believe. Yes, in that number 2 machine. Got some damage. But again, if we can continue to go around the Eldora Speedway and finish, and if he can pick up a couple more positions, he gets a couple more points, and of course that'll go towards the end of season points as well. Terry, thank you for that follow. In fact, we'll go through the last couple here. Terry and Dylan, thank you very much for the follows. We're going back green flag this time by. I'll get some more as well for the likes, of course. Michael, Kevin, Calavoda, Leonardo, Amy, and Richard Paul. Thank you, guys. So the lights are out on the iRacing.com pace truck next time by. Just going to continue to keep these lights on, and just, I think admin's race control going to make a call on that one. And Dylan Wilson looks to have been given an EOL. Hauser back to pit road, unfortunately, in the number 2 machine. There we go, lights are out. 7 to run. Evan C getting back on the gas. Tyler Ducharme got a good chance at potentially picking up a main event victory. C good through the middle of the racetrack right now. Ducharme down low. C goes back upstairs, gets a slider, 3 wide for the race lead. 6 to run, and Evan C, he just needs to put 2 3s together. You got 33 on the side of the car. 3 plus 3 is 6 as well. And C now under pressure for the race lead one more time. 5 to run. And C doing everything he can to hang on to that number 1 position. Ducharme solid in third. We go back to Prescott, Brown and McSwain 4th, 5th and 6th. But C has lost the top spot to the 7 of Cardwell, and Cardwell into the wall. That opens up the door once again for Evan C. 3 to run this time by. Slide job by C. Crossover there by the 7 and back to the top shelf into turns 1 and 2. Ducharme not going away on the bottom side. Now he's got pressure by 3 cars. The 214s of Prescott and Brown, and then the 25 of McSwain. Prescott doing all he can at the moment. We'll take a look back up front. Out of turn number 4, the white flag flies here at the Eldora Speedway. The Harbour Sim Racing giveaways. Main event round number 3 presented by World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. Out of turn number 4. He might have missed out on $1,000 last night. He won't miss out on picking up the win here tonight. Cardwell victorious ahead of Evan C in second. Shad Prescott will grab 3rd. 4th is going to go to Tyler Ducharme. McSwain home in 5th. Brown 6th. Ryan Flatten, Shane James, Dylan Wilson and Jordan Casey. Your top 10. Eric Scalf, Daniel Passmore, Randall Carter, Nick Cooper, Garrett Nieburzy, Jim Emery, Dylan Hauser, Kenneth Payne, Blake Brown, Mitch Stiles in 20th, Jay Place, Robert Fletcher, Daniel Cummings Jr. and Dylan Fox. The 24 field here tonight in tonight's main event. We'll take a quick short little break. We're going to come back and we're going to get ready for post-race interviews here with your top 3. So see if these drivers will give these drivers just a couple of minutes to get into the team speak. If they're not going to get in, well, we are going to shut the stream off and we're going to get ready for the UMP modifiers now. Again, we'll travel to the Knoxville Raceway. So we do have your winner. We await the arrival of Evan C and Shad Prescott, hopefully. But tell you what, let's go down to Victory Lane here tonight, getting the job done. And well, it wasn't $1,000, but it is a win nonetheless. Hayden Cardwell, congratulations on the victory.
Thanks, dude. You know, it's a crazy race out there, dude. The track got up there on the top, and me and Hauser got to throw in sliders there. I didn't mean to get into him there. I thought he was gonna leave me a lane, but I misjudged it and I got into the back of him, and then we almost all, I think Wilson and him died the next corner. But for sure, it was a rowdy race out there. You know, probably fun to watch on the broadcast.
Talk us through your vantage point for those last 5-6 laps with Evan C.
Yeah, for sure. I knew that Evan was probably going to be good. You know, he was really good when he could, you know, kind of cut off the corners and grab a little bit of traction. He could pull me down the straightaways a little bit, but I knew that I just had to, you know, keep on throwing sliders at him and make it a race. And we were able to just hold on there. The last 5 laps, you know, it was awesome. I feel like me and him have raced for the lead in almost every race we've been in. So, you know, I can't thank him enough for racing me clean. And I love racing with that dude. He's clean.
All right, well done on the win. And after last night's unfortunate circumstances, we'll let you get out of here and celebrate this win, and we'll let you thank some sponsors as well before we let you go.
Yeah, of course. That sucked, by the way, last night. But I got to thank all the boys at Bad Racing for getting all the time in. Checkers and Wreckers, Jay Weezy, Dustin for the rap. One of the best in the business. He keeps on getting better and better. And I actually can't thank Jordan Casey. He just messed up on his part, and he actually shared us a setup to everybody in the server. Didn't say much about it, but we loaded her up there, and that's what we won on. So can't thank all the boys, Eddie Livingston, for loaning us a setup there.
All right, Hayden Carwell there, home in first place tonight, home in second place tonight, and well, he comes up 0.2 of a second shy of victory lane, but certainly put on one hell of a show tonight. Evan C, congratulations on this second place run. Boy, what a race between yourself and Carwell there in those final stages of that race.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. I was surprised I was able to get back up there, though I think I was involved in about every big wreck that happened. And so my car is pretty beat up there, but yeah, we still had a pretty fast piece, even with most of the damage we had, and I was just looking to get a good finish there after all the wrecks I'd been in that race.
Obviously, the night didn't go at the start didn't go according to plan. You finished, I think it was 4th or 5th in your heat. It might have even been 6th, but you had to come through from the B main. You won that B main. You started 14th. This field, again, we see week in and week out this field, any one of these drivers, have got the talent and the abilities to park their car in victory lane. Did you think that you had enough and something for these drivers to come from 14th and challenge for that race lead and also get second spot?
Oh yeah, I knew we had a pretty fast car. It was just a matter of, if I could come up through the field without getting caught up in wrecks. And so we'd moved up a lot there before the first caution, and we was in that, and it kind of set us back. And so I just kept moving up after that and trying to avoid all the wrecks. But yeah, I knew we had a pretty fast piece that could run up front, and I think I showed that there towards the end.
Well, as always, you and the 33 machine have always got some fantastic speed, and you just always seem to find a way to find the front. And so, congratulations on this second place run. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate this one. But before we do again, we'll throw the mic back to you for one final time. Sponsor shout outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, I just want to thank Team VLR, Kevin Deadman, Dirty Grass Soul, Cap Brown Screen Printing, iRacing Guy Flag, Jim Emery at Supermoon Graphics, Captain Ben Morgan, and thank you all for doing the broadcast, and Steve McMurray for putting on this series.
Very professional, very classy from the driver number 33 machine. Evan C. home in second position. And we are going to chat to the driver that comes home and closes out our podium tonight. It's going to be Shad Prescott. Shad, congratulations on this third place finish here tonight. It was started 19th up to third in those final stages of that race. Talk us on how you're able to get in third.
At the beginning, I was just rolling around the bottom, and them guys were stacking up so bad on top, and I was able to get by a bunch of them right there. And then on that very next restart, I made a mistake and lost a couple spots. And then after that, I'd hit the wall a couple times, and the car wasn't that good. I was just kind of hanging on, and then from there on, I mean, the spots were just kind of given to me from whether it be people wrecking out or somebody hitting the wall or something like that.
Late in the race, there was a yellow. I think we had about 7 or 8 to run. I think you were restarting in about the third row. Had the mindset changed from the start of the race, or was it just basically just go after what you can?
Yeah, at that point, I was just going to get what I could. I mean, I was just kind of hanging on there. I wasn't that good at all. I was really struggling to keep it under control, and wherever I ended up is where I was going to end up. And then I kind of found a line that was pretty comfortable for me there at the end, and was able to make up a little bit of ground on third, but it was it's definitely pretty tricky.
Well, congratulations on third place run here tonight in the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways main event from Eldora. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate this third place finish here tonight. And again, we'll throw the mic back to you again. Sponsor shout outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
Yeah, I got to thank Eddie Livingston, all the guys over at D1RT. They all know who they are. Got to thank Jim Emery with Supermoon Graphics. You guys for the great broadcast as always, and Steven and World of Thunder for putting this whole series on for us.
All right, Chad, congratulations, sir, and hopefully we'll see you travelling to the Knoxville Raceway for the UMP Modified Series.
All right, thank you guys.
There we go, Shad Prescott there, home in third position, wrapping up our podium interviews for our top three. Congratulations goes to Hayden Carbell, your winner, Evan C. second, and Shad Prescott. Again, a big shout out to the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. A shout out to, of course, dirtfan.com and, of course, World of Thunder Racing League. And again, of course, some more shout outs and the sponsors of our own here at Ultimate Dirt TV. A big shout out to, of course, Wicked Cushion and, of course, World of Thunder. And we'll give a mention, of course, to Dirty Old Bastards, who we cover their races on Thursday nights. And, of course, Wicked Energy Gum. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, we say farewell and good night from the Eldora Speedway. Congratulations to Hayden Carbell.